so hot. Hey everybody, so today we're going to do an experiment between store-bought vegetables and seed packs. Now, why, right? I'm sure that's a question you have. Why? Why do that? Well, because when I started watching videos or doing any kind of research, all you heard about, or a lot of people talk about, is you don't take the seeds from store-bought fruits or vegetables. Well, why? Because there's all these chemicals, and the commercial growers use all this different stuff to enhance their yields, and you just shouldn't use store-bought fruits or vegetable or seeds from store-bought fruits to plant. Well, why though? If we can eat the stuff, why can't we plant the same seeds? Or why can't we plant the seeds from it? That was always my question. But I did a little research, and just to name a few of the chemicals that they put on, that commercial growers or grocery stores put on the fruit or vegetables, are some of these. So you got pesticides, of course, antifungal stuff, chemical ripeners to make the vegetables and fruit ripen sooner, wax coatings, because you want it to look good, make people want to buy it because it looks nice and shiny, sulfur dioxide, whole bunch of different types of sorbic acids, and just a whole bunch of crap. Like, if we can eat the stuff, if it's safe for us to eat it, why can't we plant with the same seeds? I don't know the answer to that. I don't know how I'd even find that out. So I thought, you know what? Let's do an experiment. Why not? So I've got 2 solo cups. 1 store-bought pepper seeds are going to go in this one, and a seed packet seeds are going to go in this one. Now, the store-bought is going to be just a bell pepper that I'm going to take the seeds out of and plant in there. The seed packet, which we know seed packets are, what is that? We know the seed packet seeds are legit. There hasn't been any chemicals thrown on these things or anything. So we're doing like a test group here, and I don't know if there's going to be any difference in how they grow, whether this one doesn't grow because it's had chemicals put all over it, or what. But why not have some fun with this? So let's just take some of these seeds, stick in there. Alright, so for this one, I put 5 seeds in that little hole right there. That might be a little bit of an overkill, maybe too many seeds, but why not? Now on this one, because we know these seeds are good, they haven't been altered with chemicals or any of that stuff. I'm only going to put 2 in this one, because these seeds should be good. Alright, 2 seeds. 2 seeds right there. And cover them up, tamp them down. Again, I've got moistened soil, the same seed starting soil that I always use, the Jiffy stuff. And we're going to do this experiment. Now, this is going to be the exact same, everything's the same. Same cups, same soil. The seeds are obviously different, but I'm going to sit them right over there in the garden next to the single seed challenge, my single seed challenge plant. And they're both gonna get the exact same stuff, the same sun, the same weather, the same, just everything's gonna be the same. And we're gonna see which one grows better. Will these even grow? I don't know. No, these are gonna grow, unless those seeds were duds. But what do you all? But yeah, what do you all think? Conventional wisdom would be, oh, these are gonna grow so much better, so much faster. And I'm sorry, it is so hot today. I am just dripping sweat. These are going to grow so much quicker, better, probably have better yield once they start flowering and fruiting. But I'm going to go against the grain on this one and say I think they're both going to grow well. I think they're going to be neck and neck growing. I could be completely wrong, and if I am, cool, then we all know. And that's part of this channel, is doing experiments and seeing where we are with things. I just don't see why you can't plant with seeds from vegetables or fruits that we can eat from the store. It just seems weird to me. It might be some kind of weird myth that the seed people want you to only buy their seeds. I don't know, but why not give it a shot? So that's what we're gonna do. We just finished. I'm gonna go sit them over there, and I will do updates on this experiment as there are updates to give. So yeah, leave your comments, leave your predictions in the comments. But yeah, I think it's going to be neck and neck. I don't think one's going to outpace the other one by a long shot, but you know, maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Got a red one. Wasn't even expecting that. It's awesome. Okay, so hey, also on this video, what I want to do is I want to transplant my purple jalapeños. This bed is more of a starter bed. It's kind of how I use this bed, is just to start the plants and everything, and I've kind of let this go. But I want to get these purple jalapeños in their own bin, in their own container, and then over there by the other jalapeños. I don't know if that would help them with their yields or not, if they start competing against each other. I don't know. I just want to move them to where they're close together. So we're going to go ahead and do that right now. I was also asked whether the purple jalapeños are edible or are they just ornamental. So for Terry with an eye, yes, you can eat them. And I plan on absolutely trying these really soon. I don't know how I want to do it, but I definitely want to try them. So yeah. So that's what we're gonna do. Get these things moved. Okay, so what I did is I went ahead and made up my own soil like I normally do. This is not a seed starting mix. This is an actual planting mix that I put together, and maybe I'll do a video on how I do the soil mix, but I hadn't thought of that, but maybe I will. Now, hey, the biggest thing about transplanting plants that I've learned is you want to make sure you get all the root system. You don't want to cut the roots if you can avoid it. When you're transplanting a plant out of one of the containers that you buy at like Walmart or Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever, and you've got all those roots that are root bound, you can break those roots off, and that will actually kind of generate the plant to regrow the roots. But when you're transplanting from here, what I've learned is you don't want to not get all the roots if you can. So take your time and make sure you get up everything that you can of that plant. And there we go. Got it in here. I'm gonna go water it in and go get it planted, or go get it seeded over there in its new home. Such a pretty plant, right? That purple is just gorgeous. It's like almost black, but not quite black. Just beautiful. All right. All right, so here we go. You got her seeded. This is where it's going to be. Now remember, when you transplant something, you have to water it in. Like, you've got to get it super watered in. Reason for that is you want the soil, that new soil, you want that new soil to just mold itself around the plant and the roots, and you want all of that just to marry, fall in love. So make sure you water it in. And yeah, so purple jalapenos right next to the regular green jalapenos, and we'll see how it does. I think it's going to do a lot. It's going to do really good sitting here next to this one. So and it adds a little color over here, so that's cool. Okay, so that's all I've got for y'all today in this video. We did the pepper experiment, which I think is going to be really interesting. Either way it goes, whether one outpaces the other, or they're the same, or the store-bought ones don't grow at all, who knows. But either way, I think it's going to be interesting. I'm excited to see how it goes. So worst case scenario, nothing happens and we learn something from it, so it's all good. Transplanted the purple jalapenos. I did that strictly because I just like to get the vegetables out of the raised bed over here at a certain point into their own containers. There's really no rhyme or reason. It's just something that I like to do. I could absolutely have left them in that thing, in that raised bed forever, but I like to move them, get them over and away. That way I can put new stuff in this bed. And like I said, I use that as a beginner bed. So that's what I do. I'll be interested to see what everyone else does, or if you have comments or anything. But yeah, so hey, this wasn't a super exciting video, but I think the pepper experiment will be interesting to see how that goes. So hey, if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, share it, follow me on Facebook and Instagram. And until next time, God bless. Have a good day.